Hey everyone, how are you? Thank you for listening and watching. I am Lamarr Townsend and I'm an astrologer as well as a psychic tarot reader. So, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, share with your friends and family. Make sure you also follow me on my social media. My Instagram is Lamarr Townsend Tarot. My Facebook is Lamarr Townsend Tarot. And I'm also available for personal, private, confidential psychic tarot readings and astrology birth chart readings as well. So check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Purchase your reading directly from my website, and within 24 hours, I'll get back to you. We'll get your reading done the same day or within 1 to 3 days or sooner. So in this video, I want to talk a little bit about being a YouTube celebrity, I suppose, or being YouTube famous, or just basically being a public figure. So let's get right into the tea. So I've been doing YouTube now for about, technically I've had this channel for 7 years now. And I've been consistently making videos for 3 years that have been based around astrology and tarot readings and spirituality and things like that. So that's what I'm known for. I'm known for being a tarot reader. I'm known for being an astrologer. That is my thing right now. That's what I'm known for at the moment. All right. And I do have a business built off of my platform that I've made from YouTube. I do have clients, thank God, that come to me and purchase readings, and that come to me, religiously, that come to me, continuously to purchase readings from me, and astrology readings and birth chart readings and things like that. And I do have a large following on YouTube and on the internet, so I'm very appreciative of that. And I feel like I worked really hard for it as well, so I don't take it for granted at all. When I first started my YouTube channel, I wasn't doing tarot readings or astrology. However, I was doing just fun videos, of me and my family, my brother, some videos I did with some friends from college, maybe some videos I did for like a college class or two or something like that. YouTube was just for fun when I first started my channel. The very first video that I actually got popular off of was a video I did where I talked about being a delivery driver, a pizza delivery driver, and how to maximize your tips and get more tips. I think that video was the very first video that I received like over 1,000 views for, and it was the very first video that I actually got noticed for. I did used to actually work at a pizza delivery shop many many years ago, and I have a few videos talking about that. And sorry, I thought I got a text. All right, that was my very first video that I got noticed for, and I used to work at a pizza shop. I used to work at Papa John's and Domino's, and many of my employees, my fellow employees and coworkers, or my fellow coworkers, noticed me from that video. So that was the very first time I guess I got a little taste of YouTube fame. It wasn't very much. If there was anyone else that knew me, at that time from that video, they didn't tell me. But there were a couple that did tell me, hey, I saw your video about, delivery driver tips, and I thought it was really awesome. Like, yeah, you're mad cool. Like, I love your YouTube. So I thought that was really awesome. And that was at least 4 or 5 years ago. My YouTube channel has grown, immensely since then. I think then I was like at probably 1,000 subscribers or less. And like I said, I've been doing YouTube, for 3 years now, heavily since 2016, and my YouTube channel has grown immensely. So things have changed, I've noticed. I noticed that as I get more subscribers, as I get a larger following on YouTube, and become more well known, I actually do get recognized in public. And it's really, really interesting. I think it's probably so far one of the most unique things I find about being a YouTuber or being YouTube famous or being like a YouTube celebrity is that you do actually get recognized in public. And mind you, like, at the timing of this video, I have like 38,000, almost 39,000 subscribers. So it's not a lot, but it's a lot if you think about it. You know, it's not a lot compared to like the bigger YouTubers, but it's enough. You know what I'm saying? So, and I live in Virginia, mind you. So it's like, and I think my largest sector that I get from the United States is like in California. So I thought that was very, very interesting that, you know, like I think, okay, so there have been a couple times that I've been recognized in public. It's very, very interesting. The first time I remember being recognized in public was a couple years ago, maybe a year or two ago. I was in Starbucks, the drive-through Starbucks, and I was getting my drink, and the girl in the, um, giving me my drink, taking my order, was like, "Do you have a YouTube channel?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." And she was like, "Yeah, I love your channel. Like, I'm like a huge fan of it. Like, I love your Capricorn videos." So I was like, "Wow, like, thank you so much. It's really awesome." And I've actually had a few people pay for my drinks in the Starbucks line, which makes me wonder, like, do sometimes people recognize me in public but don't say anything? So that's also something that's interesting, is that you may be in public and someone may recognize you, but they may not like say it. So one thing I will say that is very, very interesting about being YouTube famous or being like a YouTube celebrity is that you have to be mindful of how you act and how you treat people in public. Now, of course, you should always be respectful. You should always be, treat people with respect in public, but you have to be especially on your P's and Q's, because if you're not, trust me, like people will like, go straight onto the internet and be like, I saw so and so YouTuber in Walmart the other day and they were acting a plumb fool. They looked a hot mess. They looked this and that. So that's one thing that being recognized in public has taught me, is that I need to be on my A game, and I need to be, even if I'm having a bad day and someone's staring at me, someone wants to, talk to me, they recognize me from YouTube or whatever, I have to be nice. I have to kind of be on in a way. So that's one thing, that is interesting about being YouTube famous or being a YouTube celebrity, is that you do get recognized in public. At least I do. The other time I was recognized in public was I was going to a party. It was like a party where there were performances, and like there was different businesses that my little cousin was performing at. So I'm going out having fun, not thinking anything about seeing a subscriber. And midway through the party, this guy comes up to me with dreads as well, and he's like, "You have a YouTube channel, don't you?" I'm like, "I do have a YouTube channel." He's like, "Yeah, I like your videos. Like, I'm a subscriber." I was like, "That's so awesome. Like, it's nice to meet you. Like, it's like, cool to see you here. Like, thank you for coming up to me, letting me know that you are a subscriber." So throughout the whole night, he was kind of like saying, you were kind of doing the hey, kind of thing back and forth. So that was cool. The most recent one was a couple weeks ago, actually. I was at Walmart checking out, and this guy comes up to me, and he's like, "Yo, I love your YouTube videos. I watch your YouTube. I follow your YouTube. Your videos, yo, they give a lot of knowledge. Like, you're doing your thing. Like, I'm like, yeah, we did like a little fist bump thing, and it was really cool. That was like really recent. That was like maybe a week or two ago that this happened. So that's one thing I do notice about being recognized in, public. It's like, okay, this YouTube thing, and mind you, YouTube is my job. YouTube is my career. YouTube is a big part of my life. It's how I make my money. It's how I make my living. It's how I have built my business and built my brand. And so I'm so grateful for what YouTube has been able to provide me for, and I'm able to connect with you all. Another thing with being recognized in public and being a YouTube celebrity or YouTube famous is dating. To all my other like YouTubers out there, YouTube famous, YouTube celebrities, or just celebrities in general, I feel like you can resonate with this. Like sometimes when it comes to dating, I don't know who already knows me from YouTube. There have been instances where I will be talking to a guy, we'll meet up, and they'll be like talking about YouTube, hinting to YouTube, and then the topic will come up and it'll be like, "You know what, you do look kind of familiar. Like, like, are you a YouTuber?" And it's like, you knew the whole time I was a YouTuber. Like, you could have told me that you knew me. Like, so I do have to be very discerning. Obviously, you should be discerning in love and dating in general, but I do have to be more discerning about who wants me for me, who is interested in me for me, and not just for me, the YouTuber, me, the psychic, me, the astrologer. And I haven't had any horrible experiences, but on dating apps, like you will match with someone and you'll be talking, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, I watch your YouTube, like you're awesome." It's like, it's kind of weird, like the thought of dating a subscriber, but maybe it's kind of romantic. I don't really know. But right now, at this stage of the YouTube game for me, the YouTube fame for me is it's a little bit weird. The idea of dating a subscriber, someone who's like a fan or a watcher of me, in my work. But I would love to hear other YouTubers, celebrities' opinions, whatever about that as well. So that's one thing. Dating can be a little bit difficult. Dating can be hard, um, but not impossible. Like I love meeting people who aren't really phased by what I do, because also the topic of what I do, can be really awkward. Being, a YouTuber, because it has to come up at some point. Like I can't hide it. It's not anything I can't hide. I cannot hide that I'm a YouTuber. I can't hide that I'm well known on YouTube and kind of like a YouTube celebrity or what so have you, because I'll be out with someone I'm dating, and maybe they don't know I'm a YouTuber. We've been dating for 6 months, but eventually something will happen where I'm out, and they'll be like, "Hey, Lamarr, I know you from YouTube. Oh my god, I love your channel." And he'll be like, "YouTube." So it's not anything like I can hide. So that's the only thing. Is that dating can sometimes be a little bit tricky. Um, Another thing when it comes to YouTube is when it comes to seeking out jobs or seeking out employment, um, that can be a little tricky too. Now, granted, it depends on what you do. Sometimes a lot of YouTubers, they once again build a business where they don't need to seek employment. They don't need to really seek, extra means of getting money or whatever, but there are times where, as a YouTuber, you do need to take on an extra job, or even as like being a big YouTuber, you kind of have to sometimes pitch yourself to brands and stuff like that. So that can sometimes be an issue because you have to make sure that you're brain friendly at all times, and that just kind of comes with being a celebrity and a YouTuber and being famous in general. Kind of like I was going to, being in public. It's like you always have to be on. You always have to think of your image. And it's the same thing when it comes to YouTube. Like you could be up today, down tomorrow, and you want to be able to, no matter what your circumstances, have a good reputation, not only in the YouTube realm, in the celebrity fame realm, the brand, realm, because when you become famous, when you become, a public figure, you're basically a brand, like you are the face of your brand, right? So you want to make sure that when people see your face, when people hear your name, that it's not anything negative. You don't want anything from the past coming up, racist tweets, old, scandalous pictures, so there's definitely, that a right side of being a YouTuber and being famous as well, where you just have to very much be mindful of how you move. So, there's that as well. And you never know who is watching you. So you could go into a job interview, you could go into an interview for a brand, you could go into an interview for maybe an audition for a movie or something like that, or a commercial, and they already know who you are. They've already made up their decision based off of the videos they've watched on you. And that can be a good or bad thing. All right? For me, I think it's a good thing. I hope like most of my videos are brand friendly, although I do have a couple of those videos and maybe songs that are a little bit risky, but it's creativity. I'm being an artist, all right. It's a part of being maybe a YouTuber, all right. Is having that creativity, but you do have to balance your creativity and your freedom of expression and keeping in mind your image, because family, all right, your family is gonna end up watching your YouTube. Your family, your children. That's another thing that can also suck, but can also be kind of cool at the same time, because like your family can like, be like, I saw your video, like I'm subscribed to your YouTube channel. So Being a YouTuber, being YouTube famous definitely comes with its pros and cons. It can be a lonely industry, it can be a lonely job. A lot of the times I work from home. A lot of the times I spend a lot of my times alone editing videos, and you never really know who's watching your videos, who watches your videos. I think there was one time I was at actually a store, a metaphysical store, and I had, for example, I had a watcher later leave a comment on one of my videos saying, "Were you at so and so's store the other day? I think I saw you, but I was too afraid to say something." It's like, oh my gosh! So you really never know who's watching you. You really never know. You always have to be aware of your surroundings. I think that's another thing is because I will have people staring at me sometimes like they know me, or just staring at me, and I'm just like, I don't know, do you know me from YouTube, or are you admiring my beauty, so it's an interesting position, I guess, being a YouTuber and being YouTube famous and being known for what you do, being known for your work, most importantly, not just being known for being a content creator or YouTuber. When people do meet me in person, it's I love your work, I love your readings, I love you for what you do, for what you bring to the YouTube table. So I really love being a YouTuber. I love being YouTube famous. I love being a YouTube celebrity. I love meeting you all in person. And there's really not many cons, to it. There's the drama, there's the jealousy that comes with it. That's not fun. But for me, I think the pros outweigh the cons. I think the benefits outweigh the negative. All right. This is being the reality of being a YouTuber celebrity. All right, is it's lonely a lot of the times. Your privacy, I guess, sometimes is like taken for granted. Like your anonymousness. All right, it gets taken away oftentimes. People do have their assumptions about you before meeting you and talking to you and actually getting to know you. A lot of the times that can be a good or bad thing as well. Um And I think those are the main things right now, I think, for the realities, what it's really like being a YouTuber, being YouTube famous, being a YouTube celebrity. Mind you, like I'm not at the point by any means where like I need security or like, like or anything like that yet. But that's what it's like for me. I would love to hear your other YouTubers' experiences and stuff like that. And I imagine as it gets, my YouTube grows and grows, I'm gonna get even more recognized. And one of the other things is dating. Dating can kind of be tricky. You don't know who's dating you for you or who's dating you for the fame, the money. You know. All right, subscribe, like this video, comment, share with your friends and family, and also contact me for a personal reading on my website, Lamarr Townsend, tarot.com. And also follow me on my social media pages, Lamarr Townsend Tarot, and on Facebook and Instagram. All right. Make sure you hit the bell next to the subscribe button. Make sure those two bars show up above the bell so you get a notification every time I go live. And if you do see me in public, say hi. I'm nice. I'm kind. But I am a bit shy. I'm a bit reserved. So if I do act that way, don't take it personal. Okay. Just don't take me off guard. Don't pop up on me and be like, "Oh my God, I love your channel," because that will like definitely shock me a bit. But I love you all. I look forward to growing in this journey of YouTube, being a YouTuber, being YouTube famous, and I want to hear your experiences. Love and light. Have you met YouTubers in public, and what was that like? All right, love and light. I'll see you in the next video, or I'll see you for your own personal reading. This is what it's really like being a YouTuber who is famous for being a psychic reader, psychic tarot reader, and an astrologer, among other things, probably as well. I'm a jack of all trades. Love and light.